So now that you have Grammarly installed, here's how you use it. The first thing you want to do is find the little Grammarly extension icon in the upper right-hand corner and click on it. And it's going to tell you that it's not supported in Drive, which is true. It's supported in most other websites where it will do it automatically and you won't have to do this step. But in Drive, unfortunately, it doesn't. So we have to do an extra couple steps. So we start with New Document. Once that loads, you're going to go back to whatever it is you need to edit and highlight just the text that you want edited. So this document has a lot of other stuff in it, so I can't just do Control A to select all of it. But if you were wanting to do the whole document, you could select Control A. I'm highlighting it with the cursor and then doing Control C to copy, going over in here to Grammarly, and down here where it says type or paste your text here, clicking and doing Control V. It's going to take a second, but then it will start giving you all these little red underlines with suggestions. And more often than not, it is right. So you'll see, oh, it recognizes that this is a name. It wants to capitalize it. So if I just click on this, it will do it for me. Same thing with Chinese. That is a word that should be capitalized. And then it will also give things like if it thinks you're missing a word. So Folktales will give some information about culture. It wants to say the culture, so I could choose to change that. Sometimes its suggestions, though, won't be correct. So you really do need to go through and decide, does this make sense or should I keep it the way it is? If you want to keep it, let me see if I can find one. So this is correct. Many other folktales. Yeah, so these are all changes that should happen. Oh, and it also wants to add a comma here. Yeah, so that looks good. Adding a lot of commas. This should be one word. So let's say this one, I really do want it to say about culture. I don't want it to say about the culture. So for that, I'm going to click ignore so it doesn't change it. Once it's how you like it, you're going to do Control A because that will select the whole thing. That should be nicely edited now. And do Control C. And then you should still have everything highlighted in your old doc, so don't touch anything. Just do Control V, and it will replace everything that you had just copied. The one problem I've noticed with Grammarly, so for example, it doesn't recognize that this is a book title. So that means that my student is still going to need to go in and put it in italics and capitalize each word. I've also noticed that when students do this and then put it into Grammarly, when they paste it back, it takes away things like italics and bolded letters. So you want to be careful about that and just make sure you go back in and add those things when you are done.